everybody, it is my favorite time of the year. It is Diwali time. All of us in India are super busy cleaning our houses, decorating them, buying gifts and a lot more. I love to decorate my house, especially with the DIYs. So today I'm going to show you how to make these 4 different type of kandeels, or what you call as lantern. To make this first type, all you need is different shades of pastel sheets, some thin paper like crepe paper, kite paper, a flexible wire or a thick thread, and basic stationery. Take a sheet and fold it into half and cut it. Now as we're looking for a square, mark off all the extra part and cut it off. And you need 10 squares like that. Take another color of pastel sheet and fold it twice and cut it. We need a smaller size of square, and you need 10 of these. Take the bigger square and place the smaller one on it and glue it. Once all the squares are dry, pull the opposite ends of the squares together and glue them to form this cone type thing. By now you will have 10 of those cone type thingies. Now it's time to work on the base. As my sheet was a little small, I glued together 1.5 sheet. To make borders, I used 2-inch border from this thin paper and glued it. I made sure to have some excess on the upper side to fold it inside to give a clean edge. Now glue both the ends of the pastel sheet together to form the base. Glue all the cones on the base, making sure that there is absolutely no space in between. Now let's make the flower. Take a strip of paper and fold it. Now start cutting the paper more like in a wave motion, but the wave should not be uniform. Make some small ones, big ones. Just have fun. Once you're done, open it up and start rolling it. While you're in the process of rolling, make sure to pinch in some extra paper on the bottom side like I am doing. It might look a little tricky, but it's not actually difficult. All you need is some practice. In the process of making this flower, you can always tweak in, pull out some pieces, push in some pieces so that your flower looks very natural and not very uniform made. Once you're done with this, glue everything in place with a lot of glue on the bottom. You have 10 of those flowers now. Put them on the ceiling edge, and here you have your kandeel. I'm using 1-inch tassels and gluing it on the inner rim of the bottom of the kandeel. The more the tassels, the better the kandeel looks. Now going on the second one. We need 1 glitter paper and some thin paper. I'm using a red crepe sheet. Here I'm making a really small kandeel. Fold in a bit of the paper and draw a diya. I'm drawing a diya, but you can go ahead and draw any flower, or you can just make little circles. In this kandeel, all you have to make sure is while you're drawing, just draw half of the diya. Once you're done drawing, cut the diyas off. Open up the paper, and now you have 2 beautiful diyas. Keep repeating the process on the entire sheet. Now you have a diya stencil kind of a thing. It's time to put on the borders, and I use some red crepe paper border. After you adding some tassels, it looks like that, but I want to add some more life, so I thought of adding some yellow tassels and added about 5 of those yellow tassels. Now coming to design number 3, which is the easiest one. We need 1 sheet of pastel and 2 thin sheets. First, make the base of the kandeel and let it dry. Now use a thin paper for this. As my sheet was small, I used 2 of those squares to make a big rectangle. Now fold your rectangle in half as I am doing and come in with your scissors. All you have to do is cut. Yes, cutting some slits, just making sure that they end at the same point. Once you're done, open up the paper and glue both the ends together to form the body of the kandeel. Now slide it on the basic body which we made earlier. If the basic body is bigger like mine, just cut it off. And now glue the upper pink thing on the base of the body. I want to add something more, so added these small little mirrors. It's time to put on the tassels. I'm using 1-inch purple tassels. And here's the kandeel. Now to the third one. First of all, make flowers as I told you in the first kandeel. Just making sure that you're not making waves this time. Make cones this time. Take a small piece of silver paper, put on the border, glue it together to form the basic body of the kandeel. Once it dried, put on the flowers. As my kandeel was very small, I used 3 flowers. Put on the tassels and you are done. Once everything is dried, take a pin and poke your kandeel to add those wires so that you can hang them. If you don't have these wires, you can use the electric wires without casing. And here are all my beautiful kandeels. I am so in love with them. I've made approximately 8 of them and just loving them. I really hope you liked my DIY and would love to know more of those DIY stuff. Thank you so much for watching and please subscribe. Bye.